So I just got done doing a real quick video on the terahertz wands being used for the medical industry. Technically, these are not medical devices. We don't make any claims, as you would well understand, as far as making claims, because everybody's different and results could differ and vary. But I think it's pretty clear by now for anybody that's out there that's following these or it's doing any research on them. These are very, very powerful devices. They do a fantastic job of helping people with swelling, inflammation, pain, stiffness, soreness, arthritis, osteoporosis. They're helping a lot of people. I just had a testimonial where a gentleman was using it to relieve nerve pain and swelling, inflammation. I've used it for an abscess in my mouth, which it got rid of in about 4 to 5 days. And so what I wanted to talk about today is Big Blue. This is the sort of the commercial grade terahertz wand. And this is the 7.0 terahertz wand, and they're both fantastic devices. Now, I've got both of these at my house. I use them on a daily basis. So I guess what I'm trying to do here is just give you a little bit of feedback and talk about my experience with these two wands. Now, I've started off with smaller wands. The 7.0 came a little bit later. And then more recently here was was what I call Big Blue, the professional terahertz wand. Now, this right here is using a piece of crystal, which is in the end there. You can kind of see that. It's a 3-speed, so you have different varieties of speeds and heat that you can run it at. And this one right here is using a different technology. So this one here, I'm actually just going to turn it on real quick. It's not as loud as the other ones either, but this is using a rare earth alloy. So that's actually a metal alloy. You can see it has a bigger blower, bigger motors, and it's basically made to run all day. But it's using a little different type of technology. But both these wands are extremely effective. Now, when I'm using Big Blue compared to this one, you can really feel the extra energy that's coming into the body. It's stimulating the cells. It's stimulating the neural pathways. It's basically assisting with cellular reproduction, cellular function, circulation. It's doing a whole host of things. It's also sending negative ions into those areas, so it's helping relieve the swelling and inflammation that's down there. And so when I'm using the Big Blue wand, I can really feel that amount of energy that's stronger than these other two units. And so this is definitely a more professional unit. Now, people ask me which one is better. Whatever one you can afford is the best one for you. So this one here is the professional. This is the 7.0. This is ballpark about $500. There's a 6.0 that's $350. And then these can be shipped anywhere in the United States and anywhere in the world. The Big Blue wands ballpark around $2,000. It's pretty close. And every once in a while we do a conference or a convention where we put all these wands on display. So recently we did one in Orlando, so there's still a few of the Big Blues that are what I would call demos that were put out on the sort of on the countertops for people to test and use during the show. So those are usually going to sell for a little bit less. They're still new. They're still going to come with the 1-year warranty, but they might have a couple hours of use or, slight use just from being at the show. But if you're looking for a professional grade terahertz wand, the Big Blue is definitely a fantastic option. They all work. The only difference really, ultimately, the only difference is just how much time you might use it. So if you had a stiff shoulder, maybe use the red one here, the 7.0, maybe use that for 15 minutes, and maybe Big Blue you're going to use for maybe 7 or 8 minutes or 9. They're all going to achieve the same end goal. It's just a matter of time as far as how much time you'll actually be using it for. So if you are looking for terahertz wands, if you started hearing about these, the 7.0, which is a 1,000-watt unit, is, like I said, it's about $495. It's our most popular selling unit. But now that I've really got my hands on the Big Blue, the professional wand, Now I'm really getting a better assessment. So even though I have access to all these, and at my house, I've done videos in the house, you can see I've got these strips set up and I've got them all plugged in because I use all of them. But this one right here, once you get used to using this big blue one, with the amount of extra power and energy that it throws off, it's, you know, it's probably going to, well, obviously if you've got them all sitting in front of you, you're going to use the one that's going to be the most powerful, that's going to get the results fastest. But I test and use all the equipment that we've got, and these are all phenomenal units. But Big Blue, if you have the money, you can afford it. I think you'll find it to be a worthwhile investment. Another thing that people are using these for is, well, they're assisting in the removal of various types of tumors and lumps. They're assisting with restoring kidney function. They're assisting with various types of eye conditions. They're assisting with Bell's palsy. They're assisting with a host of different physical situations, of different types of health issues, and I use it. I'm perfectly healthy. I mean, for the most part, I consider myself to be, but I still use it every day for my skin. I'm still working on thickening up my hair because they're being used a lot for hair thickness, hair growth. I put it a lot on my mouth for gums, teeth. If I do get a stiffness or soreness somewhere, like I had a stiff shoulder about a month ago, I'll use it there for just a little bit of period of time. But I guess the point I'm making here is that you don't necessarily have to have a health issue going on. You can use these also to maintain good health, which I think is just as important as using them for you know, something that might be negative. So Terahertz wands, quick overview. Big Blue, comparing that to the 7.0 terahertz wand. Both are phenomenal products, and there's still another one which is 6.0, which is a little bit smaller. Once again, they all work. They're all very effective. So don't think that you need to spend a lot of money on the Big Blue. If it's outside your budget, whatever it is that you can afford to get into using is fine. So 1100 watts, 1000 watts. The next one down is 750, and the one below that is 500 watts. We're not really doing much with the 500 watt wands, but I did buy a bunch of those and gave those out, and I've got a lot of good testimonials from those, and there's more of those to come. But they're all effective. They all produce the terahertz frequency. They all basically provide the relief, and you know, it really doesn't matter what the size is. It's just going to determine how long you're going to use it. So for more information on the Terahertz wands, you can visit the website. I'm going to have the links down below, and then you can also call me or email me if you have any questions. These are in stock, and they will ship right away. So if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, and we'll look forward to talking to you and provide more information in the future. Thank you very much.